Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some more Hearthstone. We are back again playing some more Wizard Poker. Word on the playground is there is a new Tavern Brawl out, and I'm very excited to go ahead and play. It's going to be called Boss Battle Royale. Ever wonder which dungeon bosses are strongest? Find out, choose a class, and we'll give you a corresponding boss to play. That sounds very interesting, and of course for winning we will get one classic card pack. Who do I play as? That is the big question. Just for variety's sake, I think we're going to play as the priest here. I've played so much warrior and shaman and stuff like that over the years. Let's go ahead and play a little bit of priest. Still level 30, haven't played a whole lot of priest in my day, but I like Tyrande. Very nice. Compared to Anduin, like, who likes Anduin? Like, even the art of Anduin is just so meh to me that when you go Tyrande is so much better. I just wish they would actually update her hero power icon. Her hero power icon is so just blah when compared to Anduin's, because it's the exact same thing. It looks like it's Anduin's hand right there. It's like, Tyrande, why do you have Anduin's hand? Makes no sense. Why is this taking so long to load if we're facing the AI? Am I facing an actual person here? Is that how this works? Lady Najjar.
The Harvester versus Lady Najjar.
Why am I Gothic the Harvester?
Of the tides will consume you. My minions never truly die.
How does this make any sense? So if you pick the rogue, is Gothic the Harvester associated with the rogue? And is whoever that is, Lady Najjar, I think her name is she associated with whatever class this person, AdMac 100, chose? I am so confused. I did no research whatsoever going into this. I just saw an image on Twitter that said that it's going to be like some sort of a boss brawl, and I assumed it was going to be like Ragnaros versus Nefarian or something along those lines. It looks like it's going to be along those lines. I like the fact that it's all AI and stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool. Well, I'm sorry, not all AI, but all... not actual heroes, not decks we put together, you know, bosses, basically. What the heck was that even? All right, so at the end of your turn, replace all minions with new ones that cost one more. Okay, so Lady Najjar has basically an evolved passive. So I can draw a card. It'd be best for me to get somebody out there then, right? Because it's going to turn the Unstable Goal into a 3-drop, right? At the end of your turn, replace all minions with new ones that cost one more. Yeah, it's like basically Evolve happens passively, and I can draw a card for 2, so I'm basically a Warlock, even though I picked Rogue. Alright, not bad. The Tide Hunter is going to be I didn't pick Rogue, I'm sorry, I picked Priest. But regardless, the Tide Hunter is a pretty good play there. Alright, so he gets an Iron Forge and a Shadow Boxer. Well, Death Rattle is summon a Spectral Warrior for your opponent. That's the last thing I want to do right now. I can deal 2 damage and restore 2 health. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to go ahead and run you into you. We're going to go ahead and do this. There we go. No minions for you. Now, if she, we're going to go with she because it looks like a girl. If she can't do 1 damage, we're going to be in pretty good shape. So I'm going to have a 4-drop next turn. And she can't stop it. It's passive. It happens every single turn. I'm a big fan. Now, what do you have for us with your Fantasy Diablo card back? I'm using the same one, actually. Summon a Spectral Rider for your opponent. I don't like the fact I'm summoning all these things for my opponent. Alright, drawing some cards. I can dig that. Gives me more things to put on the board. There we go. Here comes my 4-drop, which is now going to be a Nubar Ambusher. They love just giving my opponent things, don't they? Okay. So is the best course of action here at the start of your turn destroy. Corruption's completely useless because whoever I put that on is going to evolve. Unless I can somehow find a way around it. So I think the best course of action here would be get as many guys on the board as possible, right? Get out, 2 Undertakers and the Alchemist, maybe? Although the Alchemist isn't, I don't really see a need to do that. We'll do it now. Yeah, okay, we'll put you out. No, okay, I guess it doesn't technically matter what order I do this because they're all just going to disappear anyway. But we're going to go ahead and kill off your guy. And we're going to get 4 people on the board. And your passive, my friend, is going to make them 2 2-drops, a 3-drop, and a 5-drop. And I don't believe the Death Rattle goes into effect if they evolve. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly positive it's not going to happen. Our little ambush here that's going to return a friendly minion to your hand. Hopefully it doesn't happen. We'll see. What do you got for us? Where's your big AoE? I'm waiting for it. Oh, all right. I wouldn't call that a big AoE. We're going to coin. Where are we coining into? Something fancy? I have no idea. I can't predict. I'm noticing lots of Murlocs. All right, because she is Naga? She's like kind of like a Naga, but she's like the head Naga. They have a different term. And yeah, it looks like my death route didn't go into effect. That's awesome that I got the Emperor Scorpion, though. That is pretty awesome. So, can I kill that thing off in an easy way? I suppose not. So, we're going to go ahead and kill you. And as much as I don't want to, we're going to go ahead and do this, because I'm going to get a benefit from both of these guys dying. So, we're going to summon a nice little 1/1 who's going to be like an extra creature for me. I guess we'll just put out you. And we'll just put out you. And we'll just go ahead and attack face. Like, I think we're going to be alright. I could have sworn they have different... I don't even know. She's like one of the leaders, I think. Feral Spirit, 2. Yeah. That's actually pretty horrifying. Filling up the board pretty quickly there. We're all going to get evolved. So what we got? What do we got? Alright, so they got Legendary. It's going to be old... Flora, I can't pronounce her first name, Lightbane, who might be helpful for her next turn. The Death Lord presents a bit of a problem, I suppose. I mean, I can get rid of it. I can Shadow Bolt it. And then, actually, I can Crazed Alchemist it. Perfect. There we go. And go ahead and swap you. We're going to trade into you with my Divine Shield. How perfect is that? Give myself a Death Charger who is going to have charge. Not bad. Awesome. And what else can we do? We can Shadow Bolt down you. Alright, get rid of you. We can kill you. And then we can just go ahead and attack some face here. I have had the advantage this entire game. And I am a big fan of how this is playing out. I did not think it was going to play out very well considering I have so many cards. Well, I have a couple of cards that summon, that summon things for your opponent. I'm like, either you're going to get a full board here pretty quickly. But the whole matchup there was, I just need to get the momentum. If I get ahead of him, it's over. So, hey, there we go. Warlock class cards. I'm working on challenges here. So, to test the old theory... Oh, I'm sorry. I backed out way too far there. Ever wonder which new boss was strongest? Find out. Choose a class and we'll give you a corresponding boss to play. That doesn't quite answer my question. The big question that I have is, are all the bosses tied to individual heroes? So we're going to pick Priest again, and we're going to see if I get Gothic the Harvester once again. I don't particularly like his deck. It's a Death Rattle deck, for sure, but it also has a lot of things that help out your opponent, because I guess the whole point is, like, a lot of these guys are pretty powerful cards, and in exchange, they give your opponent a benefit when you die. So yeah, I'm going to be Gothic again, and that's going to be Skeletal. All right, cool. Well, you can go ahead and win. Instead of playing another game with this deck, we're just going to pick a new hero. I just wanted to find out if that's exactly how it worked or not. So, let's go ahead and play the Paladin. I wonder what old Uther the Lightbringer's got for us. What boss would Uther be? I'm assuming there are bosses across every single expansion, but I can't think of like a holy-themed boss, like a light-themed boss or anything like that. Maybe I'm crazy. I can't quite think of any. I wonder if Ragnaros or Nefarian are in here. It can't be, because those decks are so powerful they like have to face each other. What do we got here? White King
versus the Grim Guzzler.
Corrin Direbrew is probably the warrior, if I had to guess. So I'm gonna be the chess boss, huh? Okay, cool. And I guess this makes sense for a paladin. It's like a white knight basically. Just a bunch of pawns and a queen. Well, I can't play the queen for a while. Remember, this is going to be pretty similar to the actual chess event from Karazhan. Of course, we had an entire Tavern Brawl built around this chess event, so I'm not going to be I'm probably not going to do very good with it. We're going to have to see. A lot of these cards, they work off of auto attacks, so they're going to deal damage to enemies opposite of the minion. Now, if I remember correctly, if there's nobody directly opposite of it, they automatically attack the face. Right, but if they have somebody directly across it, automatically deal 1 damage. And I don't know if I can't remember, do they take damage? If like, is it like an actual attack, or is it just like a passive attack where, you know, they can't actually retaliate to me? Why is this person taking so long to make your choice here? You have 3 cards. They're most likely to stay AFK. But, You know, when you're AFK like that and someone's making YouTube videos here, it's kind of rude. Probably plays a Demon Hunter and WoW. Used to being overpowered. Freaking Demon Hunters. They were pretty underwhelming the entire Legion expansion, and then like out of nowhere in like 7.15, they're like, here, you're brokenly strong now. And it's like, oh, cool. Well, I don't play Demon Hunter, but other people play Demon Hunter, and it's hard to compete.
2 hours later.
About time. Goodness gracious. Alright, so Pile On is going to pick a minion from each deck put on the battlefield. That's actually awesome, because it could potentially give me some very powerful and horrifying cards. Okay, so we are going to coin and get a couple of pawns on the board here. Sounds pretty good to me. We'll do it this way. So attack face, attack him. Yeah, so it is like a passive attack where it's going to hit them and they'll actually have a chance to retaliate.
Exceptional.
Oh, we have all kinds of emotes here. You think I'm not going to emote? Oh, there's the queen. I feel like this is a good matchup for me, honestly. Okay, not a good matchup because the white pawn's going to hit oh, that's kind of scary. Charge, you can't attack heroes, but I can't get the white knight out for a while. The queen, deal 4 damage to enemies opposite the minion. In a rage. All right. Yeah. Yep. I'm scared now. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. All right. Well, that's okay. That situation there is okay. This is going to be discover a chess piece. Well, how does this work? If I put this here, do they both attack? I think they. Let's see. Face you. That's going to summon a new one. All right, well, I'm going to kill the new one. There we go. This is a pretty weird little situation here, but honestly, I think I can deal with the Grim Guzzlers. We'll have to see, obviously, but... Let's see, we're getting another one here. All right, you're going to summon in someone. Give me a queen or someone good. Rook. What does the Rook do? The Rook, which is actually shaped like Karazhan, deals 2 damage to the enemy's opposite. I mean, okay, so that's it. Nothing really fancy. I thought the Rook would maybe do something fancy like the White Knight, which can actually like charge and stuff. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and discover ourselves. We're going to go White Knight. I want more White Knights, pretty much. All right, so we're summoning some more here. There's a lot of math, I think, that are going to be involved here to, like, ideally actually have all these cards hit the right thing at the right time. Just like the actual game of chess. Lots of thinking. But I'm just kind of going at it and seeing what happens at this point. All right, what are we using here? Okay, we're going to execute down the old White Rook. All right, because the White Rook kind of hurts a lot. All right, you're getting rid of my scary cards. I can dig that. ETC, but we didn't get the awesome effect. And White Bishop's going to be restoring health. Not bad. All right. Well, on the bright side, I can charge. And I can charge, but it doesn't attack heroes, and it's not going to automatically attack either. So we got ourselves the queen. Deal 4 damage to enemies opposite this minion. Can't even play this turn. So I can charge right now. So if I place this here, it would allow me to charge into the 3 health. Yeah, perfect. So I put you... I think this is right. Please don't let me be wrong here and look stupid. All right, so we put you into you. Now, that's going to hit that and kill it. That's going to hit that. That's going to hit that. All right, let's hit both of them. And that's going to heal that, which doesn't do anything. All right, cool. So we got rid of the Grim Patron issue, but he's like... The whole point of this guy is Grim Patrons. Yeah, they're going to have a lot more Grim Patrons. So we're going to have to continuously work around that while trying to passively deal damage to the face there. Succubus. Kind of scary because you got that for free, basically, without having to take on the negative battle crime. Well, we have another charge, though. And I can use that charge to get rid of the Grim Patron before it actually does anything. So, happy days, happy days. All right, so we're going to put you, Mr. White Knight, right there. Charge into that. No more of you. And... If I put it like that, that's not going to be good enough. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to be able to kill, but we're going to be able to kill off ETC, but we're only going to be able to deal 2 damage to Succubus because of the freaking Bishop here. If I put this guy here, that ruins everything. So we're just going to have to end off the turn now. And there you go. It's going to heal up stuff that's not even helping. But whatever. I mean, we're dealing small amounts of damage here. We're in control, and I like that. I like that a whole lot. Dark Iron Bouncer always wins brawls. All right, so if you throw out a brawl, he's gonna live. Oh, I forgot this guy's gonna have a brawl. I mean, that's fine. I've got things. I need the hero power more, I think. All right, so right now we are in a situation. I mean, I vote we just White Knight down this thing. Is there a different way I should? Oh, the White Knight's gonna die, so that's not gonna matter. In this situation, we're going to be able to deal a decent amount of damage. Let's go ahead and use this. Let's get... We already have a queen. I honestly want... We're going to grab the rook. I want some of the lower ones, because if they have a brawl and they use it and I lose on my board, I'm going to need to refill it pretty quickly, you know? Okay, so let's go ahead and just... Does positioning really matter all that much here? I guess... No, because he's going to die. All right, so we're just going to put you here. Have you hit. And then end off the old turn. There's probably a more optimal way to do that in terms of damage to the face, but whatever. I'll probably see it. I always notice stuff like this when I go back and watch the footage after the fact. It's actually one of the cool things about being a YouTuber. You can kind of analyze yourself while you watch the video. And you're like, oh, so that's how I... Yep, there's the brawl. That guy always wins brawls, too. So that's effectively a free board clear for him. A little scary. Core Hound versus my little 1-drop. All right, now we can set... Oh, no, we only have 7. I was going to say, with the queen, we can set this up to our advantage, but we can't actually do that. I need 1 more mana to be able to set this up perfectly to my advantage. All right, so how can we do this? Do 2 damage from the rook, 2 more damage from the rook. I can set up 2 rooks to deal... a total of 4 damage to the Core Hound, but that's not going to be enough to kill the Core Hound.
Oh, no.
Queen, no. I don't just want to, like, fill up the board wildly either. If I could just put out the Queen and a pawn, that would be perfect to kill off the Core Hound, and we'll be set. But unfortunately, I can't do that. So we can put you here. Put you here. And we're going to leave both of the other pawns in there. And the reason why is these guys are going to deal a decent amount of damage. Not a lot, but they're going to deal some damage, which is going to hopefully encourage him to trade or do something a little bit different. Now he's going to be right to face. Now, honestly, I would too. With 22 health, I would be going face as well. He's got full mana as well. Can he find a way to deal 9 damage from his hand? He's going to brawl. See, this is why we held on to the pawns. Chances are he has an extra brawl in there somewhere, I would imagine. Yeah, he effectively killed off his Core Hound by doing that. All right. I'm fine with this. I can kill that guy off. Please don't have another minion. I've summoned 4 1/1s. Jeez. That hell... Oh, God, the Force Tank Max. That is... There's a taunt card, I believe, in this deck, if I remember this boss fight correctly, and I don't have it. I could try and fish for it. I wonder if that'd probably be my only choice, wouldn't it? Let's see. Don't think... I have no way of getting rid of the Force Tank Max, so we're going to have to do this. And none of these things help me. None of these things help me. Well, we can just put out stuff and see if anything happens. I highly doubt it. No, that's restores health. Why would I put you out? Oh, goodness. That'd be awful, wouldn't it? No, that's game. We're just going to have to concede. There's no way I can win there. There's no way I can win. That was pretty fun, though. I like that. I like this brawl a lot so far. I think we're going to continue on with this Tavern Brawl. I think we're going to play a couple of more games here. Probably do it in a different video, actually. But let's go ahead and we'll open up our pack and then we'll end off the video there. And then we're going to try out some of the other heroes. And who knows? Maybe we'll try out all the heroes. I don't know. Let's see. Anything fancy? We got ourselves 4 commons and a rare. So is the way of my life. 4 commons and a rare. All of them are things I've already gotten to. Nothing even fancy. Nothing even fancy at all. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, please drop me a rating. And I'll catch you guys with the next Hearthstone video. We are going to explore at least a couple of the other classes. Well, I guess that's not the way I should go. I need to go back into the Tavern Brawl itself. We're going to explore Well, I bet you the Warrior's Core and Dire Brawl. I want to mess around with, like, I don't know, who's the rogue? You know, who's the druid? You know, we'll play around with that in future videos. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop me a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.